My name is Kayanja Vincent, Mayor in Entebbe Municipality, Uganda, East Africa, and I'm glad to be part of the Urban Nature Assets for Africa program and glad to be part of the Daring Cities 220 conference in Bonn. Next. Next. Entebbe Municipality has a population of over 70,000 people. It's situated on the shores of Lake Victoria, and this is the second largest continental lake, freshwater continental lake in Africa, and it is the largest in Africa. It supports livelihood of over 4 million people. The lake is shared by Uganda, Tanzania, and Kenya. The Lake Victoria Basin population is growing at the rate of 3.5% per annum, amongst the highest population growth rates in the world. Next. The Urban Natural Assets for Africa program is implemented by ICLEI, and it is under the ICLEI Cities Biodiversity Center. This cutting-edge program is designed to build climate resilience through supporting the daily challenges that local governments in Africa experience around protecting and revitalizing their urban natural assets. It aims to integrate nature-based solutions into land use planning for increased resilience. Next. One of the key flagship interventions that is responding to climate emergence via supporting and building local resilience with the nature in mind is the Natural Urban Assets for Africa program. We have been implementing UNA program with ICLEI since 2017 with the aim of integrating nature into urban planning. And the case in point is that of Nakivubo Swamp. This project or example justifies why nature is important. Nakivubo Swamps filters waste from City Council of Kampala. There was a proposal to drain the wetland for agricultural land. The study was undertaken and the ecosystem was valued at $2 million per annum. The proposal of turning Nakivubo wetland into agricultural land was dropped. Detailed information and cost estimates can better inform planning decisions. Informal land conversion for agriculture can be judged in terms of sewage treatment capacity lost. Direct investments to maintain the wetland is a cost-effective measure to ensure future purification benefits of the sewage network and the runoff water in the city of Kampala. Next. UNA mapping. Under UNA, an initiative was taken to map out the natural assets we have in the project area cities. And below is the image of the UNA project activities in Entebbe, and the map indicates the natural assets of the municipality clearly. As you all know, nature assets are likely to are key to dealing with the future shocks under climate change world, and so imperative Entebbe protects them. In order to do this, we first need data, as without data, we can't plan, and you can't know what to protect, and you can't visualize how much that asset is impacted on. You can see in this aerial image of Entebbe that we are a very green city located on a peninsula with a growing population and increasing development, which means we need to plan today to ensure that nature is integrated within the municipality's development for the future generation. Next. You can see here the mapping of urban natural assets in Entebbe, which was done through aerial imagery and on the ground data collection. You can see the light colors on the map, which is indicating urban areas and the wetlands or swamps surrounding the municipality that provide critical services such as improving the water quality, flood attention, and also having biodiversity within the reach of the town. But also it increasingly provide opportunities to harness ecotourism and to build the local economy using the wetland resource and support the livelihood diversification, with the wetland being home to rare and endemic bird species and migratory birds of various species from all over the world. With limited land available and increasing urban population, it is therefore critical to integrate urban natural assets into land use to ensure we preserve these critical ecosystems and the livelihood of opportunities and services they provide. Next. Next. The UNA project also tested new concepts to assess local applicability for alternative planning approaches. One of the approaches applied in Entebbe was urban tinkering approach, which looks at how we can apply small-scale experiments that can lead to large-scale solutions. The approach provided many opportunities, including the opportunity to work with the community to co-design local solutions and increase local ownership. It doesn't require large investments of budget and can be scaled up. Next. It promoted the identification and application on nature-based solutions as an alternative approach to urban challenges. It can also be applied in low-income or unplanned areas. Under UNA and from our urban tinkering workshop, we have recently embarked on a local project where we will implement nature-based solutions at a local level to directly deal with the vulnerabilities that have emerged through the global pandemic. Through this project, we will be supporting communities to adopt approaches such as water harvesting, composting, growing of fruit trees, and that can not only expand livelihoods, but also provide soil stabilization and shade. The project will also be using local species to support the start of an urban agriculture program to support our communities. Many of our people's livelihoods have been adversely affected by COVID and the rising water levels of Lake Victoria. These vulnerabilities will be the same ones that emerge under a changed climate world. We are learning so much about using nature to adapt these threats and reduce our vulnerabilities in the face of climate change. As such, a key recommendation from me is how important nature is to respond to climate emergence. Next. The impact of this, we have localized the 3 key international frameworks under this arrangement: the Paris Agreement, the CEDIA framework, and the strategic plan for biodiversity 2011 to 2020 in African cities, influencing these frameworks with on-the-ground knowledge and experience, as well as ensuring alignment and synergies between these frameworks. Next. Next. As a signatory to the Cities with Nature, Entebbe Municipality has joined a movement of cities, not only in Africa, but globally, to identify how we can integrate nature and nature-based solutions to build local resilience. Cities with Nature is a global platform that supports cities move through their nature journeys. A path for nature-based climate resilience is currently being developed to support local governments implement nature-based solutions for climate resilience and climate response. The UNA project is putting Entebbe on the map as one of the first cities to be actively applying this resilience path on the ground in my city. Next. Thank you kindly for your attention, and we welcome the opportunity to share our sustainability journey with you and call on all cities present to join this movement in reshaping the future generations to come. I would like to invite all those interested and active in unlocking climate finance for African cities to attend the local climate solutions for Africa, LOCSF Africa Congress, happening virtually from 3rd November to 12th November this year, where we will unpack these topics further. With the focus on Africa, I know I certainly will be there. Thank you for walking the talk of sustainability. As I say, little action at the local level impacts cumulatively at the global level. Thank you.